How to make a kegerator. Here's the kegerator parts you need: a draft tower, an airline, a CO2 regulator, a coupler or tap, a CO2 tank, and a refrigerator. You can easily find kegerator kits that include all of these parts excluding the CO2 tank. You can find that at a local industrial supply shop or welder shop. The refrigerator should be big enough to house the CO2 tank and a Cornelius 5-gallon keg. Use the interior dimensions of the keg fridge to do your math. You're going to want something about 5 to 6 cubic foot. Make sure it's tall enough and wide enough to fit all the equipment. The main concern is being large enough to fit the Cornelius keg with the tap on top of it. If it's a tight fit, you can even free up some room by removing the interior door panel in most cases. To remove the interior door panel, pull back the stripping on the edges, remove the screws, and then cut a new flat panel from rigid plastic and mount using the existing holes. Before you cut out the hole for your beer line in your keg refrigerator, it's important to check for coolant lines. Make a paste out of cornstarch and rubbing alcohol. Apply a thin layer onto the top, and when plugged in, the coils will dry the paste in the areas where there are cooling lines, making it easy to see where to avoid cutting. Find the spot you want to drill your hole and mark it. Be sure to measure inside and out to avoid cooling lines, interior hardware, or lights. If you hit these, it's game over, so be careful. Drill a pilot hole using a drill bit designed for sheet metal. Next, use a 1.5-inch saw drill bit to drill a hole large enough to fit the beer line and installation. Don't forget to clean up the mess. To mount the tower kit, feed the beer line through the hole, then drill screw holes in the top of the kegerator. Add screws to secure the draft tower, reinforcing with plywood if necessary from the inside. Don't forget to wrap the top of the beer line with pipe insulation before you mount to help keep your beer cold as it travels to the tap. You can find the pipe insulation in any hardware store. After the draft tower is installed, connect the insulated beer line to the keg coupler or tap. Run the CO2 from the beer keg to the CO2 regulator, then connect the regulator to the CO2 tank. Let the beer chill in your brand new kegerator, and you're ready to party. Cheers.
HomeWetBar.com